Hi, I'm Jeff Hayes, the producer of Doctored. I'm currently at our office in New York where we're working on a new film called Bought. We've interviewed experts and scientists from Harvard, MIT, New York University, Columbia, from University of Wales. There's a lot more work to do. We had a New York-based foundation, the Cells Foundation, who came to us and gave us a $150,000 grant. They'll match every dollar for dollar that we raise in this campaign up to $150,000. The $300,000 budget finishes the budget of this film, ensures that we get it made, ensures we get it made right. This is critically important. I hope that you find something that's of interest in the trailer that you're about to see. I hope you find something of interest in the rewards and ask you to step up and participate with us right now.
What we see today is frightening, and it needs to wake everybody up. We've gone from looking at things scientifically to looking at what's best for the industry. We didn't used to see all these chronic, debilitating diseases. It's time for a change.
We've tripled the numbers of doses of vaccines we're giving our children. We have seen this increase in chronic immune and brain dysfunction. The mother must have the right to make a decision.
We need to have the vaccinated versus unvaccinated study. That study has never been done. They have so many conflicts of interest. My only interest is to get my two daughters well.
By 2014, hospitals need to have a vaccination rate for flu shots of 95% or greater, or they're going to have a reduction in their Medicare reimbursements. It's a business.
We have a pipeline of hundreds of vaccines. It's a $30 billion a year industry. The government has said, we want all children to be vaccinated. They're safe and effective for everybody. Now, the evidence doesn't suggest that.
The policy comes from government. And where does the government get their data? From the people who make the drugs or the vaccines. That's dangerous.
Our clients were directed to falsify the data. If one of the major vaccine manufacturers in this country is not being forthright with efficacy, then this is something that needs to come forward.
I encountered improper payments by the pharmaceutical industry to key state officials to implement a drug protocol at the state level. These drugs were not nearly as efficacious or as safe as the drug companies were pretending that they were. I was told, back off.
Part of the explanation was the words business decision.
Drugs that get approved through the FDA, 50% of them get pulled off the shelf because they do in fact fail. We have deep pockets marketing how things are going.
Obama said in 2007, we would label genetically modified foods.
Because Americans should know where their food comes from.
Genetically modified food is the next big thing for shareholders, for investors, for the industry. It is one big experiment that the industry wants you to be part of.
The number one argument we heard was that labeling would confuse consumers.
Personal rights are being trumped by corporate interests.
GMOs are banned in multiple countries across the world. Of course, we created genetically modified food, so are we going to ban it here? Of course not. Monsanto is an American company. Their goal is to dominate the seeds globally.
Just the idea that we shouldn't label something what it is because people might not buy it if we do. It's horrific. It's unethical. It's sickening.
Diabetes, obesity, kidney failure, Alzheimer's disease, autism, all of these diseases are matched with the use of Roundup on GMO corn and soy. I think Monsanto will be terrified for people to find out how bad their product is on our health.
You see honeybees disappearing in the environment because of pesticides. It's very much a mirror of what's going on in the environment.
Agriculture and pharma, they're really one consortium. We've allowed organizations to become so big that there's no way there could be a moral compass there. We have to demand better.
The politicians have to listen to their constituents.
Until we get active in this country and fight for our right to be able to make informed choices, we're going to be in handcuffs.
This is about taking back the legislative process. Who better to do it than people fighting for their children's futures?
In grade school we learned Congress passes the bill and the president signs it into law. But instead of writing good laws, Congress passed the buck. And we have left the rulemaking to nameless, faceless bureaucrats that the typical American will never know. It is time to wake up, America. It is time to tell our politicians to write laws the American people can understand and not turn over the rulemaking to the bureaucracy. To learn more about Wake Up America's plan for fixing America, please visit our website.